2015 Thieves versus the Activators in the North American Hockey Classic in Winnipeg. Activators in across the blue line. Shot on goal, saved by Quentin Churl in goal today. Puck loose out front. Blocked and saved by Churl. Covers it up for a whistle. Hart on the face-off. Oh, no, that was Henson on the face-off. No, Hart is center. Carlson on left wing. And Haugen on right wing. Henson on D for this game, along with Bates. Activators will dig it out of their own zone and head down ice. And on the right side, Henson there. They cut towards the middle, past Henson, shot on goal, saved by Turl, cleared out by Henson. Puck loose in the center of zone. Shot hits traffic, shot wide by Activators. Henson scoops it up the boards. And shot on goal covered by Turl for a whistle. Scotty Larson on center in that face-off. Larson out across the blue line, one-on-one through the neutral zone. Cuts towards the middle. Got Ebert off his left side. Takes a shot on goal, and it's held for a whistle by the Activators goalie. Larson wins the face-off. Out to Leonardson. Leonardson spins. The shot goes wide. Ebert behind the net. Stolen away from him. Activators head down ice. Harley back. Activators in across the blue line, left side. Cut towards the net. Stolen away by Larson. Poked off his stick. Ebert sends it up the wall. Not able to clear it. Activators dump it in deep. Harley and Larson digging it out in the corner. Harley sends it up the wall for Johnson. Johnson tied up. Ebert picks up the puck that pops out. Heads down ice. Ebert poked off his stick, center ice. Ends up on the near side wall. Past Leonardson, Activators up the middle, deep past Bates, shot on goal, saved by Churl, and rebound behind the net. Leonardson battling. He's tied up. Activators come away with it. Centering pass, and fan on the shot. Picked up by Larson in the corner. Larson heads down ice. Larson across the blue line, dangles. Shot on, and scores. Scotty Larson skates full length of the ice. A few nice deeks and puts it in far side. Hart on the face-off. Activators in on the right side, cut off by Henson. They take a shot. Top of the right wing circle is high and wide into the left corner. Henson out front, sweeps it up to the far wall. Activators keep it in. Shot from left wing circle held by Turtle for a whistle. Hart on the face-off. Over to Leonardson. Activators score. Larson on the face-off to Harley. Harley sends it down the far side wall, picked up by Activators, and they head into the Thieves zone down the far side. Tied up by Harley in the corner. Larson there to help. Activators get a pass off through the slot, nobody there, ends up on the near side wall. And they dump it around behind the net to the far side again. Johnson and Harley battling for it. Larson comes in, plows through, and able to get the puck out of zone. Harley sends it out. Puck trickles all the way down ice. No icing. Activators send it up the wall. Not able to clear it. And they finally do into neutral zone. Picked up by Henson. Roughing call on looks like Larson going to the box for the Thieves. Hart on the face-off. Bates back to Hart. Hart through the neutral zone. Hart stumbles inside Activator zone. Bates sends it down the wall, but turns it over to Activators. They head down ice. Cut off at the red line by Bates. Activators dump it in deep. Picked up by Henson. Henson poked off his stick. Up in the corner. Oh, Henson got a penalty coming up. Checking ice is in. Yep. Thieves 3-on-5. 2 players in the box. Got 1:10 left in the first penalty. Harley battling. Leonardson tries to clear it out. It hits Carlson in the back of the skate. Carlson able to tip it out across the blue line. Carlson battling along the boards, able to push it down further into the Activator zone. Carlson still with the puck. Tries to center it, but nobody there. Activators head down ice. Leonardson and Harley back. Down on the right side, drop pass. Spin and shoot. Tipped, but went wide. Out to the right D, shot and saved by by Turtle for a whistle. .8:36 left in the first period. Johnson on the face-off. Activators out to the point. They step up, shot up over the net. Bates into the corner. Centering pass, tipped by Harley, and they score. Thieves back to full strength. Score 1-2. Henson chases the puck down. Gets his feet taken out, no penalty. Haugen out across the blue line. It's tangled up in the neutral zone. Up to Haugen. Haugen back out across the blue line, tips it forward, races in for it as it rolls into the Activator zone. Activators send it up the near side wall. Kept in by Carlson. Activators head out. Henson there. Bates and Henson both fall down. They get a shot off, but stick save by Turtle. Loose puck on the near side wall. Carlson comes away with it. Heads out to the neutral zone. Got Johnson there. Carlson takes a shot. It's wide. Picked up by the Activators. Center ice. And on the right side, past Leonardson. Shot goes off the side of the net. And rebound picked up by Leonardson. Sent out to center ice for Larson. Larson steals it away. Larson with a breakaway and puts it in the 5-hole to tie it up for the Thieves. That's 2 goals for Scotty Larson. Larson on the face-off, over to Johnson. Ends up in the bench of the Activators for a whistle. Activators trying to get it out of their zone, off the face-off. Ebert taken down, no penalty. Larson angling him off. They try to send it up the wall. It stops short of the blue line. Larson picks it up. Larson, the bottom of the left wing circle. Shot, pad save back to Activators goalie. Activators heading down ice. Harley and Leonardson back. They deep towards the center. Shot on goal. The pad save by Turtle. Johnson trying to get it out. Tips it to Larson. Larson gets it across the blue line. Pushes it forward along the near side wall and across the blue line. Larson tied up deep in the Activator zone. Centering pass by Larson. Haugen not able to get anything on it. Harley takes down a player, sends the puck up the far side wall of the Thieves zone. It's kept in by the Activators. They dump it towards the right corner. Leonardson after it behind the Thieves net. Sends it into the left corner. Haugen picks it up. Sends it back the other way. Picked up by Activators right winger. Those shots blocked by Leonardson. Up the far side wall. Bates pushes it out to neutral zone. Activators in on the right side. Hinson after it behind the Thieves net, tying up the Activators player. Centering pass out to center zone. Shot on goal. It's covered by Churro for a whistle. Face-off from the Thieves zone. Henson tied up. Bates behind the net with it. Stolen off his stick. Centering pass by the Activators. Earl pokes it behind the net. Out to the point. They dump it down the wall. Picked up by Bates. Bates carries it out to neutral zone. And across the blue line. Bates fires it on goal. Rebound goes into the left corner. Carlson trying to dig it out. Henson. Back check. Henson ties them up before they get a shot off. Bates with it. Out to Johnson. Activators dump it back in. Henson picks it up. Henson out to the red line. It stopped short in the neutral zone. Activators head back in. Slap shot from the top of the right wing circle. Stick saved by Turl. Tied up on the back of the net. Hart comes away with it. Hart. Backhands it up the wall for Bates. Bates. And across the blue line. It's stolen off his stick, and Activators head back the other way. Larson cuts him off as they enter the Thieves zone. Centering pass tipped away by Hogan, and Hogan heads down ice. Hogan in on the right side. Beats towards the center. Loses control of the puck. Activators head back. Puck dumped in deep in the Thieves zone. Leonardson fans on the. Picked up by Larson. Sends it up the middle. It's intercepted. Activators try to keep it in. Larson pokes it out into the neutral zone. And Activators dump it in deep for icing. Larson on the face-off. Activators carry it out. Center ice. Across the blue line. Stolen away by Johnson. Tips it back out. And Activators send it back in as they tag up. Leonardson mishandles the puck. Turns it over to the Activators. They step up. Shot on goal. Pad saved by Turl. Johnson sends it up the middle for Hebert. He's tied up, and loose puck trickles down just inside the Activator zone. Johnson with a little breakaway. Dekes around and scores. Putting the Thieves up 3-2. Nice goal. Center face-off. Hart over to Carlson. Carlson dumps it in. Activators with it. They head out of zone. Carlson giving chase past Henson. Cut towards the net, but not able to get a shot off. Back out to neutral zone. Hart tying up on the near side wall along with Carlson. Poke check by Henson. Puts the puck over on the near side wall. Henson and Hart battling. Activators come away with it. Take a shot from the goal line. Stick save by Turtle. The puck sent all the way down ice on goal. Activators. It's poked by Thiebert. Thiebert. Henson with it. 5 seconds left in the first period. Henson sends it over to Thiebert. Thiebert. Center and pass. That's the buzzer for end of first period.
Switching ends?
Yeah.
Started second period. Icing on the Activators.
Anderson shot hits traffic. Thiebert spins. Shot from the rebound and saved by the Activators goalie. Activators send it up the near side wall. Larson digs it out. It's turned over to the Activators. They dump it in deep. It's going to be another icing on the Activators. Activators head down ice. In across the blue line on the right side. Shot on goal with a pad save by Turtle. Comes out across the blue line. Hogan carries it in down the right side, loses control of it, and picked up by the Activators. Activators head back the other way. Out across the blue line, picked up by Henson. Henson heads in zone. Pops back out across the blue line. Henson has to tag up. Bounces out to neutral zone. Pass Henson. Caught standing still. Activators. Another shot on goal. Henson sweeps it over to Hart. Hart not able to control it. Chip back down deep into the Thieves zone. Henson sends it up the near side wall. Shot off the post. Rebounds over to the far side wall. Carlson picks it up. Carlson up the middle. Loses control of it. Carlson intercepts, winds up, shot deflected. Third out to Bates. Bates dumps it towards the slot. Carlson trying to get his stick on it. Activators clear it out. Activators with a breakaway. Bates hustling back. Bates saved by Churl. Rebound pops out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson heads towards the net. Shot. Aiming for the far side. Was just wide. And Activators sweep it back out. Another 2-on-0 breakaway. Johnson races back. Slap shot from the right wing circle. Blocker saved by Churl. Rebound into the left corner. Centering pass. And shot goes wide from out front by the Activators. Activators with it again. Puck battle on the near side wall of the Thieves zone. Another save by Churl. Larson picks it up. Larson through the neutral zone. Cuts towards the middle. Loses control of it, gets it back. Not able to get to the net. And loose puck picked up by the Activators. Shot on goal and it trickles in. Just past Churl. Center face-off. Activators in across the blue line, past Henson, and score again. Top shelf. Johnson muscles the puck over to the far side wall of the neutral zone. Pops out. Henson tips it forward. Picked up by Hebert. Dumps it in deep behind the net. This is tied up. Centering pass. Comes out to Bates. Picked up by the Activators. Activators in the neutral zone. Try to pass it across. Henson ties him up. Bates sends it behind the Thieves net. Activators dumping on goal. Picked up by Henson. Go. Loses control of it. Turns it over to the Activators. They head towards the goal. Pass it right out front. Cut off by Harley. Harley steals it away. Sends it out and down ice. It's going to be an icing on the Thieves. Shot on goal, 6 saved by Turl. He holds it for a whistle. Hogan tips it forward. Thieves back on the penalty kill. There's Bates sent to the box. Not sure the exact call, but probably interference or hooking or holding. And another penalty coming up on Larson for tripping. Another Thieves player sent to the box, cross-checking. Minute 4 left in the last Thieves penalty, and 4:58 left in the second period. Henson with a poke check. Larson tips it down deep along the far side wall. As Johnson goes in after it. Activators with it to send it up the near side. Bates steals it away. Shot wide from Bates. Comes up the far side wall. Johnson with a poke check. Activators pick it up and clear it out. Henson and Larson collide. Larson steals it away. Larson in on the left side. Loses control of it. What are you doing? It comes out to neutral zone. Johnson. Shot just wide of the far post. Henson keeps it in. Larson centers it. Brings it over to Activators. They clear it out to neutral zone. Puck rolls all the way down. Turtle comes out of the net. Sweeps it wide. Haugen. Larson. The Hart. His shot's deflected up into the netting. Hart. To Harley. Harley dumps it down. Hart centers it into the slot. Henderson pokes it forward. Nobody able to get a shot off. And Activators send it all the way down ice. Both teams back to full strength. Harley with it. Up to Thiebert. And on the left side. Just tied up on the far wall into the left corner now. Hart and Harley battling. Activators come away with it. And chip it down the wall. Harley sends it back out to neutral zone. Thiebert to Carlson. Shot on goal. And held for a whistle. Larson on the face-off. Bates pushes it towards the slot. Activators pick it up and head down ice. Henson, Bates, and Haugen are back. Past Henson. Henson manages to get back and steal it away. Sends it out to the point. Activators keep it in. The shot goes wide from the right D. Henson sends it forward to Carlson. Ends up out in neutral zone, picked up by the Activators. They spin off Hogan. Larson with a poke check, picked up by Carlson. Carlson to Haugen. Haugen up the middle. Shot and scored. Center face-off. Minute 29 left in the second period. Thieves down by 1. Activators trying to cut towards the net. Swept away by Harley. Picked up by Hart. Bounces off the wall to Johnson. Johnson gets it out across the blue line, but it's turned over to the Activators. They head back in. Harley angles them off. Stolen away by Hart behind the net. Hart. Oh. Penalty on Activators coming up. Thieves with a power play for the last 40 seconds of the second period. Activators clear it out, down ice. Bates back to pick it up. Bates cross ice to Henson. Tip forward. Johnson across the blue line. Slap shot, hits a shin pad and deflected down low. Hart battling in the corner. Activators send it out to the point. Bates keeps it in. Sends it towards the slot. It hits traffic. Picked up by the Activators. Sending up a far wall. Kept in by Henson. And that's the buzzer. Start of the third period. Thieves versus Activators. Thieves are down by 1 point. We got a minute 12 power play to start the third period off. Harley. Larson. Out to Johnson. Johnson back to Larson. Larson to Carlson. Carlson unable to handle it. Activators carried into the Thieves zone. Cut off by Larson. Harley with it. Sends it to the far side for Carlson. Tied up on the wall in the Thieves zone. 18 seconds left in the Thieves power play. Shots on goal total so far 11 for the Thieves and 33 for the Activators. Thieves need to get some offense going. The play was whistled dead. The puck was pinned against the boards. Bates up the near side wall. Ebert centering pass to Hart, bounces over his stick. Haugen tries to control it. It's picked up by Activators. Activators dump it in deep. Bates. Kicks it up the wall, but Activators control it. Hart seals it away. Hart up the wall towards Thiebert. He's tied up. Leonardson and Bates battling for it. Hart steals it away. Hart. Chip forward to Haugen. Haugen in on the left side. The rest of the team goes off for a line change as Haugen dumps it in deep. Larson comes out. Larson. Past Harley. Activators chip it down the wall. Johnson there to retrieve it. Johnson to Carlson. Carlson out in the neutral zone. Down the left side. In across the blue line. Carlson. Circles back. Out to Leonardson at the point. Leonardson skates down the wall. Down back to Carlson. Carlson tries to center it, but passes behind Larson. Activators. Another penalty coming up now.
Bullshit, put him off in the box then.
Two penalties on the Thieves, one for body checking and one for slashing, both given to Scotty Larson. So Thieves back on the penalty kill. Bates sends it up the wall. Kept in by Activators. Oh, nope, not able to keep it in. Activators got to come out of zone and reset. Henson there to cut him off. Henson with the puck. Sends it over to Bates. Henson pokes it forward. And guys cleared out. Henson rings it around to Bates. Bates unable to get to it. Activators dump it back down deep. Hart. Come on. Send it down ice. Hart. Shot blocked by Harley. This puck trickles behind Johnson. Harley gets to it. Harley with a breakaway. Shot, save. Oh. That went in. That puck trickled in. Yeah. Thieves tied up. Short-handed. Harley back for it. Sends it up the far wall to Haugen. Haugen gets a tip on it, gets it out to neutral zone. Activators back in across the blue line on the right side, cut off. Thiebert, I think. No, Leonardson. Leonardson send it all the way down ice. Got a minute 20 in the penalty kill yet for the Thieves. Saved by Turl. Leonardson sends it up the wall. Haugen tries to chip it around the defenseman, and ultimately backhands it down ice. Thiebert racing after it. He might beat him. Thiebert with the puck out to Henson. He gets tangled up with Bates. They both went for it. Ebert backhands it down through the neutral zone. Activators send it back. Loose puck picked up by the Activators, cut off by Henson. And puck sent all the way back down ice. 20 seconds left in the penalty kill. Johnson knocked off the puck. Shot off the post. Puck stuck on the side of the net. Held for a whistle by Turl. Face off in the Thieves zone. 7:39 left in the game. Tie game, 5-5. Shot on goal, hits traffic, trickles through the slot and into the right corner. Backhand shot, pad blocker save by Churl. Another shot off the side of the net. Ends up the far side wall. Activators dump it in deep. Hart stumbles. Hart and Leonardson battling on the wall. Activators come away with it, head towards the net. Shot off the side of the net, rebounds out into the slot. Still loose there. Harley muscles it away. Harley for Thiebert, out of his reach. Puck goes all the way down ice. And icing as Thieves are back to full strength. 6:51 left. Saved by Churl. Larson. So poke it forward, kept in by the Activators. They dump it in deep. Henson in after it, behind the net. Sweeps it forward. Bates out to Johnson at center ice. Johnson not able to control it. Picked up by the Activators. They head into the zone on the right side. Cut off by Larson. Loose puck. Picked up by Larson. Sends it up the wall. And out to neutral zone. Johnson and Carlson race after it, but Activators grab it and head back in on the left side. Poke check by Larson. Henson. Go. That's offside. Larson up the near side wall for Carlson. Bounces out of his hands. Back to Carlson again. Carlson to Johnson. Johnson center ice. He gets tied up, loses the puck. Carlson tries to poke it forward. Larson to Carlson. Poked off Carlson's stick. Leonardson to Carlson. Poked off Carlson's stick again. Activators in across the blue line, pass to the left side. Nobody gets a stick on it. Harley ties him up against the far side wall. Larson comes out of the corner with it. Poked off his stick. Leonardson pokes it back up the wall to Larson. Larson flicks it out towards the neutral zone. It's kept in by the Activators. Picked up by Thiebert. Thiebert turns out towards the neutral zone. In across the blue line. Dangles. Passes it into the slot, but nobody there. Kept in by Hart. The point. Battled just inside the blue line. Picked up by Thiebert. Has to circle through the neutral zone. Dumps it in deep on the left wing wall. Activators send it up the near wall. Henson cuts him off. The puck rolls into the Thieves zone. Tipped out by Carlson and down ice. Activators retrieve it deep in their zone. Larson taken down. And Activators head down ice. Henson trying to angle him off. Pass out front. Loose puck. Johnson sweeps it away. Shot on goal, saved by Churl. Rebound, shot, and held by Churl for a whistle. Johnson, poke check. Rides the defenseman into the far wall. Activators send it up the near side, out to neutral zone. Harley picks it up and dumps it in deep. Johnson. Activators send it back up the left wing wall. Harley, shot from the point, hits traffic. Thiebert sends it through the slot. Larson not able to get a tip on it. Johnson to Thiebert. Thiebert shot. Oh. Nice play there. Harley at the point. Dumps it in deep. Harley intercepts the pass. Dumps it down deep. Larson in after it with Thiebert. Haugen tries to hold it, but Activators send it all the way down ice for an icing. Both teams need a complete line change. To the point, Bates shot, pad save by Activators goalie. Ebert gets a shot off, it was wide off the rebound. Bates fans on his shot, tipped down deep. Haugen, Hinson sends it down the wall. Activators pick it up and skate it out. Cut off by Ebert and Hinson. Hinson with it. Up to Thiebert. Thiebert tied up. Haugen to center ice. It's intercepted and tipped. Henson stops the Activators at the blue line. Thiebert picks up the puck, scoots it forward across the blue line into the Activators zone. They send it back out. Bates races over, steals it away as they try to enter the zone. Henson brings it around behind the Thieves net to Bates on the far side. Hart with it. Out to neutral zone. Hart loses the puck. It's turned over to Activators. They head into the zone on the right side, but cut off by Henson. Bates picks up the loose puck. Bates sends it across the zone. Nice look to Haugen. Haugen sends it towards the slot as he's knocked off the puck. Thiebert goes after it in the left corner, but Activators send it back out. Harley, poke check. Loose puck picked up on the right side wall by Activators, cut off by Leonardson. Centering pass intercepted by Johnson. Tries to get it out to Thiebert. Intercepted, but Johnson cuts him off. Harley heads down ice. Poked off his stick at center ice. Activators turn to head back into zone. Deep pass Leonardson. Drop pass to their lefty. Shot goes wide into the right corner of the Thieves zone. That's the buzzer, end of regulation time. 5-5. Not sure what they do for a tie break here. I guess the game will end in a tie. 5-5.